Okay, I think I got it now. So, what I was saying before I forgot to hit record is our beautiful friend Barb Bushell is going to train us today, and she's a Mary Kay legend. She is truly what Mary Kay imagined to lead her company when she was no longer here. And Barb, I just appreciate you. I think you're incredible. I love your heart. I love everything about you and how you live your life. I always want to bring people that I'm like, if I could trade lives, I'd trade lives with them. And Barb is literally one of those people. And so thank you so much for your time. You're given to the whole Mary Kay world, no matter if they're brand new, all the way to national, no matter what division. And so I just really appreciate you, my friend.
Thank you, Miss Jenny. And you are so go give to take time in the middle of your day to run and help a friend. That's just what we do, right? It's
Yes.
yeah, so it's such an honor to be here with all of you. I've watched Lunch and Learn so many times, whether it was live or on YouTube, and there's so much wisdom that comes through here. So we are just really blessed with you, Jenny, to and your generosity to do this and to share this with us all. So I want to just talk to you about me and about Mary Kay and about you and about what you want. So with Lunch and Learn, I have to just start by saying what a difference a year makes, right? Can you believe it? For those of you, I see friends on here and I see friends who are like family. And of course, Mary Kay sisters and sister directors. I'm just blessed that you're here to share this time with me. 1 year ago, I had two heart valves repaired. And I had open heart surgery at KU Med in Kansas City. And it was interesting. I'm really grateful for this year of life. It's just been a bonus year because actually right now, 1 year ago, I came home from the hospital and was in recovery. I had surgery in March. So it's been a bonus year, and I'm very grateful for modern medicine. Um, the skill of my surgeon, Dr. Gregory Muehlbach. I was told that his sweet spot, and what that means for a surgeon is that's their gift. His sweet spot is repairing heart valves. He loves surgery. He's good at it. He loves to do heart valves. And I just want to ask you if you think he's had challenges through the course of his career as a surgeon, as a heart surgeon. He is now chief of surgery at KU. Um, do you think every case went as good as mine has? I think probably not, but by the grace of God, mine went really well. I was led to find Dr. Muehlbach, I really believe, by the grace of God, scheduled my appointment and began the journey to fix my heart valves because he found his sweet spot, his tremendous skill in fixing heart valves and surgery, the skills he has developed through years and countless surgeries, his dedication to using it with care. He saved my life. Finding and using your sweet spot, developing it, strengthening your skills will save your life and probably countless other lives too. Your sweet spot will take your dreams and turn them into a reality. Here I am in Mary Kay, almost 47 years. I can't believe it. 10 moves across the country, and 10. And just 1 year after heart surgery, we were awarded our 24th career car from Mary Kay Cosmetics. That's just kind of incredible, isn't it? During these years, these 47 years of cars, stars, courts of sales, unit circles of achievement in Mary Kay, I also worked as a nurse in women's health, nursing for 45 years. I was the science nerd in school. In high school, I wanted to do all the, dissecting. I love biology, I love anatomy, and I love people, not dissecting them though. So I wanted to be a nurse. And on a side note, for those of you who might be wondering why I had two careers, nursing and Mary Kay as a director for over 45 years, this is my story. Each time I was about to retire from nursing, because I love Mary Kay with every fiber of my being, I was about to retire from nursing, I would be the nurse in the case with a skill that helped save a life. And I'd go home that night and I'd ponder and yep, I had the skill to help save lives. So my conversation with God was like this. Okay, God, you will let me know when it's time to retire, right? And he did. I retired from nursing 3 years ago. Yes, I worked through COVID. Yes, I have pictures of me in the hazmat suits. And yes, I am glad to be retired. And no, I don't miss it. I collect people. I love people, and the beautiful people I met there are still with me. And since then, I have loved the freedom and the income Mary Kay continues to provide. You know, doing two things, both that cannot be hobbies if you want to be good at them, takes persistence and overcoming obstacles. This year, I finished my cardiac rehab and went through cardiac testing, which is how they measure your recovery progress, and they look for a 10% improvement. I had a 44% improvement, rock star, but I contributed to what I learned from Mary Kay, persistence and overcoming obstacles. So in the next few minutes, I want to share with you what I think my sweet spot is: persistence. My belief is that God chose this path for me to pursue. So what I've had, I would have a positive, uplifting environment to grow up in. I was just 18 when I joined Mary Kay, and I actually have two recruiters. My first recruiter was senior top 20 director Jackie Jackwitz. She's in heaven now. And the second time, after I graduated from college and was working as a nurse, was Donna Floberg, who became a national sales director. And she's in heaven also. So I hope they're looking down on me and smiling. Um, you know, back then at the age of 18, in college to become a nurse, I learned very quickly healthcare is not often a positive work environment. It's not uplifting real often. It can be, but not always. And my kind, um, you know, all of this came together in such a unique way. I always say the first time from being in Mary Kay, I got my husband, because Mary Kay is in Texas, right? Well, he's from Texas. So every time I got to go to anything Mary Kay, I get to go see him. Um, and lo and behold, now it's almost 49 years that we've been married. My kind and loving husband, Don, my beautiful, positive children and their spouses, and my grandchildren that are the joy of my life. Um, the women in my unit that I know because of Mary Kay, all were just a dream back then when I took that first step into Mary Kay. My life and the positive things in it were just a dream, a hope, and a prayer. Maybe that's where you are. You're just starting your Mary Kay business. You're just starting working on that next dream. Yet, through persistence, faith, and work, all those dreams are part of my life today. Dad and I recently took a vacation to Ireland. It was long in planning, a lot of saving, and it was the kind of vacation that inspires and uplifts you. It was insightful. It was wonderful. And we learned a lot about the heritage of our Irish descent. Have you ever heard of the Irish Claddagh? Well, love, loyalty, friendship, and devotion are what the Claddagh represents. Are what the Claddagh represents. And it's something I really connected with very deeply. Being in Ireland was just delightful. Um, but this year, um, I just have to say that persistence kept me going. You know, being able to do all the walking and all the things that I wanted to do for that, it had to do with just staying focused and persisting. You know, confidence comes through persistence. When I was that shy, timid 18-year-old, um, insecure, easily challenged, and quick to back up, I really didn't know the skills that Mary Kay would develop in me as I built my business. But I really credit what I learned from Mary Kay for the positive heart recovery I had. You know, a 44% improvement is pretty, I thought, remarkable, and so did my caregivers. Um, and then just 1 year later, they delivered our 24th car to my door. You know, we have earned all the cars, the Grand Achiever, the Premier, the Cadillacs. The difference in those wins, which car and, what happened during that year was through my unit, the women I work with who have made the amazing difference with each win. This year, they carried me. They did so many things for our unit and so many things for each other. And the love they have for each other just blesses me to watch. Uh, it's incredible to know these women. They are my joy and my light. And just like the Claddagh, each winning unit through all of those 24 cars exemplified our shared commitment to consistency, to persistence, to love, to faith, to loyalty, friendship, devotion to a goal, and belief in the beauty of their dreams. Each of these qualities is key for you. It's key to the achievement of our unit wins. It's key for you, for your wins. When your dreams are clear, everything looks great. When you are dedicated to your goals, anything and everything can happen. Believing in our individual dreams and sharing dreams makes the difference. Each of the qualities of love, faith, loyalty, friendship, devotion, belief in dreams, consistency, persistence, they're all important to developing your sweet spot. And when you have a sweet spot that you use, you develop, you prune, make it thrive, it will save lives. It will save your life. It will save other lives too. And I urge you to look for it, to develop it, to ask others, to ask for advice, and to apply to your dreams and make your dreams turn into a reality. There comes a time in a life when you realize there's a purpose and a mission that's been given to you. You're here for a purpose. And, when that happens, it's really good to focus on that. Focus how you can best make a difference with your gifts to better the world around you and your circle of influence and those you love. Would you agree? I think you would. I have been knocked down. I've been knocked out. They have to do that to do surgery. And I have been discouraged, disregarded, discounted, yet I am still here by the grace of God. And I know and ask for the grace of God every day. And I encourage you to ask daily also. If you don't ask, you cannot receive. Ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives, and the one who seeks finds, and to the one who knocks, the door will be opened. Actually, the entire chapter of Matthew 7 is a valuable one for you to read and reread. And during this Holy Week, reading about in Matthew 7 is the Golden Rule. It's so appropriate, right? For our love of Mary Kay and what she wanted to bring to us. So go ahead, read it this week for yourself. It's important to know that I'm strong, but yet I'm also very weak. When I am weak, then I am strong. It's taken from the biblical text of 2 Corinthians 12:10, and it's part of a passage where the Apostle Paul discusses his weaknesses and suffering. This statement is often interpreted as a reflection on the paradox. Our strength is in Christ, not in ourselves. Our reliance is in God's grace and power, found to be the source of our strength rather than on our own abilities. Therefore, I am content with weakness, insults, hardships, persecutions, no's, constraints, all for the sake of the mission I'm on and for the sake of Christ. For when I'm weak, then I am strong. Knowing this, I understand that I have to build my strength. Confidence comes with persistence, as I said, and skills are built through repetition. I have found I have to rest, continue to recuperate, and have a reason to get up in the morning and go. Mary Kay Ash said, happiness is someone to love, something to do, and something to look forward to. She was so wise. What insight she shared with us. I get excited every time I have something to look forward to. I'm going to our sons tomorrow and I get to see with my grandchildren that are from ages 1 through 14 at his house. And it's something to look forward to. I'm so excited about. I have been discouraged, disappointed, and heartbroken. It's important you know that. I've had family and close friends die, 4 during COVID. Perhaps one of the most difficult things to overcome is our heartbreak from losing someone we love in death. I've had family with serious illnesses and surgeries too. And I know as I'm speaking to you, we are all real people who have real challenges. I know we do. We have had these real things to deal with. And I can and do quote scripture to affirm myself and others. But let me tell you, when I was 18, I couldn't. I was too timid and too shy. So let me tell you with real belief, right now in this group, there's 36 people on right now. So there are anywhere from 3 to 7 women listening to me today that will go on to become national sales directors in the next 2 to 5 years. Truly, if they don't quit, it can be you. You have the right stuff. You are doing the work. You are living your life, and something's going to happen. You are on the path to build success. Something's going to happen, though, in your life, and it's going to knock you. It might even knock you down. Whatever the problem is, you're going to consider making the decision that the answer to that problem is to give up your Mary Kay. Don't do it. Persist. You can persist. Don't quit. For the consultants listening today, you will become an independent Mary Kay sales director if you set that as your goal and you don't quit. If you're a director, you can become the best director you've ever known. The best consultant hasn't yet happened. The best queen of sales, queen of unit sales, queen of sharing hasn't happened yet. It's still to happen. It might be you. I urge you to persist. The way to become good is to be persistent. The way to become excellent is to persist. When you have a problem, the problem is there for you to grow and to move through it. Regret looks back, worry looks around, but hope and belief look up. So, what direction do you find yourself looking? If you don't like the direction, you can fix it. Persist with faith and belief that you can do it and you can choose to fix it. Find support to fix it. You don't have to be alone on this journey, and there are amazing people who will support and help you. Find them. National Sales Director Rena Tarbert once described women in a sharing she was sharing with us, and she said, some women are either dealing with a problem, getting over a problem, or getting over dealing with a problem, or getting ready to start the next problem. Oh, yeah, some of you remember her saying that. Now, if you're that type of person, fix it. A friend of mine, married to her fourth husband for many years, was talking about how wonderful he is. I didn't know she'd been married before, so when she mentioned it, I was surprised. And I said, well, how long have you been married now? She said, 30 years. Oh, and the others were many years ago. My picker outer was broken. And once I fixed it, everything turned out good. So you might use this analogy to ask yourself if you need to get your problem finder, picker outer fixed. That's a mouthful. I encourage you not to go looking for problems. If or when you feel pitiful, and I admit I had moments of feeling pitiful during my heart surgery recovery, I remembered we can't be pitiful and powerful at the same time. So rest if you must, but don't you quit. Sometimes a nap and a snack are what's needed. Care for yourself like you would care for the most precious children in your life. Simply persist. Don't quit. Take a nap instead. So here you are. Here we are. Thanks to the dreams, vision, and faith of our Mary Kay Ash. And here also we are still. Thanks to the dedication and vision of Mary Kay Ash's family, Richard, and now Ryan Rogers, Jessica Bear, and family members who work behind the scenes, and our corporate staff. They too deal with challenges and change. Thank you to Directors of Excellence like Jenny Enlow, who shares this amazing tool week in and week out, Lunch and Learn, to keep the legacy of the Go Give spirit and the Golden Rule alive in Mary Kay. Mary Kay Corporate also deals with challenges, and together, we and them persist to building Mary Kay's dream to enrich and embolden women around the world. You're here for a reason. Believe it. I recently posted a picture on Facebook that says, behind every strong, independent woman lies a broken little girl who had to learn how to pray, put all her trust in God who created her, and know of God's love, mercy, and grace. Now, what this post also shows are crossed out words. It originally said, behind every strong, independent woman lies a broken little girl who had to learn how to get back up and to never depend on anyone. Those words are wrong. And whenever you find the wrong words, the wrong thoughts, the wrong situation, cross them out. You can cross them out. I urge you, cross them out and change them. The responses I've received from posting that on Facebook are deep and beautiful. We do need to know how to gracefully depend on God. We do need to know how to gracefully ask for support, get support, and sometimes depend on support. I would not have survived last year's recovery without the support and love of my husband, Don, my daughter, Megan, her husband, Bo, my son, Aaron, and his wife, Cassandra, their families, and my Mary Kay unit and friends, as well as my faith. The support I've received is amazing and appreciated. My family members are not in healthcare and not trained care providers, so they still stepped up to provide physical care, emotional support, and love, and I'm so grateful. Each of us does need to know how to receive support as well as give it. Today, as women together and as women and men in this world of ours, we need to build support, trust, and interdependence. Would you agree? Mary Kay Ash was right when she told us to sandwich every criticism between two thick layers of praise, real praise and support. Change only comes from within. Criticism can hurt when given without support or solutions. Criticism can also trigger defensiveness and cause a person to take a stand that many times ought not to be taken. What makes us in Mary Kay different? What makes us the ones who rise and persist? I believe it's because we're here together, searching for answers to life's challenging questions. Here we are building success by sharing a product, our time, and our skincare and color expertise with others. In the process of our growth to learn skills to share these and the products and our opportunity, we are challenged. We're challenged to learn to work with people, right? Sometimes we rise, sometimes we crash and burn. How do we rise from the ashes? We persist. We choose to. Sometimes it's sadness we must rise from. Sometimes it's grief. Sometimes it's disbelief. Sometimes it's fear that we have to rise from. Sometimes it's a family crisis. Whatever you need to rise from, choose to rise, persist. And please know that in Mary Kay, you are safe and you're in a safe place to rise. You may find your husband, your parents, your children, your Mary Kay director, your national sales director to be your best friend, your support, your compatriot, or you may not. They may not want to be. They may not have the skills to be supportive, period. Whatever it is, this is about you, not them. You are the one who chooses to rise. Change only comes from within. It begins on the inside and works its way out. Would you like to learn to rise above your circumstances? You may already be rising and on the way up. And if this is who you are, a rising star, we celebrate you. Mary Kay Ash taught us to climb the ladder of success with one hand on a rung in front of us and another reaching up, and then another reaching down to lift someone else up. Who are you bringing with you as you climb the ladder of success? When my nearly 45-year-old son, Aaron, was born, I was a DIQ. He was an infant, and I was very focused on being a good mom. No, a great mom. I had set aside my nursing career so I could be at home. And I was building a Mary Kay unit so we could have a strong financial future as a sales director. I wanted to learn from others whom I admired. National Sales Director Daleen White was one of those who lifted others as she built success. I asked her to lunch, and Don and I were able to ask her a lot of things. One of them was my concern and desire to be a mother who is really present for my children. I wasn't sure how to go about that. And with that family near, I didn't know how to go about getting the childcare I felt I wanted. Daleen suggested I get a nanny. That was way out of my comfort zone. So I questioned her further. And she said, I've always felt that having someone to help me care for my children was just bringing another person into our family for them to learn to love. She was right. And I'm so glad I asked and then followed her advice. Our self-talk matters. In fact, there's an excellent book that was pivotal for me to learn this. It's titled Smart Talk by Lou Tice. It's on Amazon. Affirmations are self-talk and smart talk both. I recently saw these affirmations, and I'm going to read them to you real quickly. I choose to step now into my powerful and abundant life. I am caring, daring, and sharing. I choose to be joyous, vivacious, courageous, and fun. I pour my heart, belief, and work into my Mary Kay goal this year. I am perpetual motion. I choose to go over, under, or around, or through any obstacle that appears in my way. I choose to be a winner. I am worthy of being the winner. I choose to believe myself. I look into my own eyes and see love, calm strength, victory, belief, courage. Now, if you're wondering with your busy schedule, when can you do your affirmations and all the other things you want to accomplish? Obviously, time management and learning the four and using the 4 Ds of time management Mary Kay Ash taught are a vital part of a successful life, as well as a successful Mary Kay life. Well, for your affirmations, I suggest you do it when you're putting on your Mary Kay skincare and makeup. Morning, noon, daily touch-ups, nighttime. Repeat your affirmations often. Perhaps make a recording on your phone and listen and repeat them 20 times a day. Research shows that repetition is important. Research also shows if you just say the words, you will retain about 10% of their effect. That's an improvement, right? However, research also shows if you say them with visualization, strong emotion, and belief, you will retain 95 to 100% of their effect. Wow. Your words and your belief will then open to you the things you desire and pray for. Have you ever said an affirmation and questioned it? Like, oh, I'm going to be, and then you go, oh, yeah, no, I'm not. Or I am a director, and you know you're not. Change the words. Add, I choose. I choose to do the work necessary to become a Mary Kay sales director. It will help you make positive choices needed to change habits, build new skills, and become who you desire to be. Best-selling author Pat Pearson taught me to do that. This one thing changed so much. Pat is a dear and very helpful friend. About 4 years ago, National Sales Director Stacey James recommended a coaching class she was teaching. Because I've been with Mary Kay for over 45 years, I remember Pat when she was working with many, many women who went on to become national sales directors. Her email, patp@patpearson.com. Her group and her individual coaching is so helpful. Please say hi if you contact her and tell her I said hi too. There are many people who can assist you as you pursue success. Don't stand alone. Are your affirmations written and visible on your bathroom mirror? My first national, Nancy Tejan, who breathed belief in me, said when she met me, Barbara, you're going to be a Mary Kay director. And I believed her. She was creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. So are you. Nancy Tejan was a joy to know. She told us to put the number fives all over the house so you could get a gold medal. And she did that. And then she said, you know, when people walked in her bathroom, they thought they had only had 5 minutes to be in there. The leaders in my Mary Kay life have had a huge influence over me. Who are your leaders? Who do you choose to be your leaders? The best-selling author, John Maxwell, wrote, leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. True leadership is not a title, but the ability to positively impact and inspire others. So are you a leader in your own life? Do you lead yourself well? Do you? When you hit a problem, remember, the way to become good is to be persistent. The way to become excellent is to persist. In closing, a sweet Mary Kay sister director I met through one of our Mary Kay director Bible studies, had this message as her header on her Facebook, and I'm borrowing it to share with you. Be a light. When people see you, help them see joy. Make them see a different joy, the joy that you can only get from knowing eternal satisfaction. Then share this joy. Someone's breakthrough is locked up behind your timid faith. Be different. Don't talk up your faith without putting it into action. Tell people of the good news of Jesus. Be kind to everyone. Make anyone you come in contact with feel special, feel loved, and wanted. Make everybody feel like a somebody. Somebody needs you today. Jesus left the 99 to find you, and now it's your turn. You are called to be so much more than you realize. He has placed a purpose in you, for you, that only you can pursue and obtain. So love hard, forgive easy. Never forget that we love because we're loved first. Be a light. The darkness disappears with just one candle. So be that light. Light yourself up. Be confidently you. I want to thank you again, Jenny, for asking me to share on this famous Lunch and Learn. It's just such a privilege. You are a star for your continued excellence in sharing these amazing stories from Mary Kay women and achievers far and wide. And I want to leave you all with this thought. Gratitude is our ability to see the grace of God morning by morning, no matter what greets us during that day. Persist until you succeed. Love you.
Ah, Barb, that was incredible. I know a lot of people are asking if you can post that affirmation, that message, and um, I'm sure she will. Just give us time. I promise. I'll get the recording, and I don't think there's anything else to say. I think you hit it all. Is exactly what we all needed to hear today. Your wisdom, your excellence in which you've done life and your business is so admirable, my friend. I love you dearly, and I'm so grateful for your astonishing year, health wise, to be here with us. God is good. And thank you all so much for joining this Thursday's Lunch and Learn. I'm just going to run through chat. I think it was just, yeah, they wanted the affirmation, and they're all just telling you how much they love you. But I appreciate you all making this a continued success. We'll be back here next Thursday. I'm loving all the training. Thank you again, Barb, for your time and your energy. I appreciate you.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'm still learning technology. Is there a way to save the chat? Because I do want to respond to people, but I wanted to hurry and not stop and read things. So is there any way to save it?
Well, when
I
you
don't
see
know.
when you see the recording, you'll see that, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? When I send a recording, yeah, you can see the chat.
All right. Thank you. And thank you all for your support. I love you all dearly.
Yes. Thank you so much, ladies. Have an amazing Thursday. Bye, my friends.